Hello, I'm Patrick from Quebec, Canada. As you know, Quebec is famous for its hunting tradition. Recently, I got a new type of thermal monocular called Xinfrared T2 Pro. With this, you can detect a deer at 1,580 yards. The T2 Pro uses the infrared sensitive sensor. I think this is the most cost-effective thermal monocular. It is a revolutionary innovation. Today I'll show you how to use it. Now let's open the package. This is the tactical hand grip, and it has the laser here to the front. It can be activated from the handle here. And the T2 Pro can be connected directly to a phone. Very easy, just like this. And if you have to hold it for a long time, you can use the grip together. It's very convenient. So now let's install the T2 Pro on the hand grip. First, you load the phone like this. Second, the T2 Pro in here. And here it is, well mounted. And the laser is here, can be activated from the back. And there's also another button here to turn it on or turn it off. So this is the special integrated tactical handle for the T2 Pro. The handle has an ergonomic design, and it allows the T2 Pro to become a sharp thermal spotter for outdoor night search. Tap on the I button and it starts working. But of course, before using it, you will have to install the Xinfrared app, which you can find on the Google App Store. The T2 Pro also has another name. It is also called Thermal Eye. This app is applicable to all infrared Thermal Eye series products. Just remember this eye, and also pay attention here to see whether the OTG function of your phone is turned on. Be sure to turn on the OTG function of your phone. After turning on Thermal Eye, there are many buttons on the screen. In the upper right corner, there's this one. It's the switching palette, and then it gives access to 6 different palettes. The first eye here is the sky enhancement function. It is very practical when we look up at a bird in a tree. It is very practical in an actual use process. This is red hot, black hot, white hot, iron red, and rainbow. The heat source is displayed in different pseudo colors. It adopts infrared sensitive sensor, so the picture is very sharp and clear. Especially in the black hot mode, it is surprisingly clear, just like a photographic film. The Xinfrared palette has been optimized to prevent light leakage. The screen has little light leakage to make you invisible in the darkness. In particular, there's a new palette color called Ninja. When it is turned on, the mobile phone screen has almost no light leakage. It can be perfectly invisible in the dark. This crosses the cursor. It can point to the target accurately with the laser. The position of the cross cursor needs to be adjusted to coincide with the laser point. This is the minor adjustment button, which can be accurate to 1 pixel for precise adjustment. After adjusting this, we shall lock the cursor position. The third is the Hotspot Tracking function. It can track the moving target in real time. You can see that it automatically locks the target, which cannot escape. The picture is so sharp. This should be 120 meters. The quality of the image is very sharp. You can clearly see the tail of the dog or the head or other parts. All is clear. During the usage, we can turn on the T2 Pro laser switch and this laser point can aim at the target. Thermal eye also has a useful hidden function called zoom. With a simple swipe of 2 fingers, the T2 Pro can enlarge the object from 2x to 15x, easily enlarging the target. It's very convenient. Here we should explain the difference between the T2 and the T2 Pro. They use the same software, and their hardware both adopt the infrared sensitive sensor. The difference is that the T2 Pro has a 13mm lens, while the T2 has a 9mm lens. Thus, the T2 Pro can help the user to see further, enlarging the target by 45%, while the T2 with its large field of view allows for fast search. The last button is image refresh, which is shutter correction. This can keep the picture clear when you want to take photos and videos. It is recommended that you refresh in advance, so that makes the image clearer. Sometimes you might hear a slight click. Don't be shocked. That is the T2 Pro correcting the image. When it comes to the right side, the first one is image capture, and the second one is video recording. The photos and videos taken can be viewed in the album by tapping the third button, and you can share them to your social media channels at any time, which is very convenient. Now let's look at the lens of the T2 Pro. This is an alloy adjustable lens with a high performance infrared chip, so the image is very delicate and clear. The fourth button is the settings button, where many wonderful functions are hidden. For instance, position, coordinates, speed, weather, and other functions can be set here. Tapping the settings button, we can see the sliding menu. The first is the login button, and you can directly use the verification code to log in. You can check whether the machine is new. Look, my T2 Pro shows the first use date is June 15, 2022. This is temperature measurement. Xinfrared thermal eye has an additional temperature measurement function compared with other thermal monocular models. You can correct the temperature and set the measurement distance to make the temperature measurement more accurate. This is the shutter correction switch to turn on or off the image correction function. This function concerns the 180-degree rotation of the image, and this concerns the left-right mirror image of the picture. When you find that the image is reversed, tap these 2 buttons. This is the watermark, which can be used to turn off the infrared in the infrared image. This button is the camera system, which can generate the visible light camera of the system. This is an interesting hidden function of the T2 Pro, which realizes PIP and facilitates social sharing. This is the temperature switch. When turned on, it displays 3 temperatures: the highest temperature, the lowest temperature, and the middle temperature. This is the automatic shutter function, and the image will be automatically corrected from time to time. Below is the electronic compass function, turning on, which can display the position, weather, time, compass, speed, and other functions in real time. The language setting has more than a dozen languages built in, and the language can be intelligently recognized, which is convenient and fast. This button involves common problems in the use of thermal eye, as well as software version information, product SN code, and other information. After use, you may remove the product directly. This will not damage the thermal camera. Here are the precautions for using Xinfrared. Please download and save them. Thermal eye adopts a highly sensitive thermal sensor, so it is forbidden to look directly at strong thermal light sources such as sunlight and welding, which will burn the chip. Do not expose the product to sunlight or hot objects, even when not in use. Keep thermal eye away from hot objects such as melted iron, electric soldering iron, firewood, and cigarette butts. which will burn the chip. However, you may expose the thermal camera to household LED indicators, car headlights, and others that are not strong thermal light sources, because it will not be affected by such light sources. Do not wipe the lens with alcohol or chemical cleaning agent. Wipe it gently with a wiping cloth. Do not disassemble the device. And for any questions, please consult the seller at any time.